telling you, oh yeah, come as you know, what I can face the team, what I want to face the team in more than 4, 5, 6 or 7 years, what I can face it in 3 years. But in 3 years time, what I can build is condominiums. Yesterday we were having issues, but we are building condominiums. Today we should not have issues with Baga building condominiums because it's old. These are deceptions and hypocrisy. This is the reason I said April 14 must be the day we must send a message to the regime. A message to the regime that the students at the University of Liberia have had enough. Come on, let us say this to you. And the students at the University, students in history, have that moral compass to bring about fundamental change. In the student university students, one of you have read the Soweto Embassy. It was the ordinary students, after being segregated for years, that led the foundation to the action of apartheid in South Africa. Changes globally always emerge from the university campuses because this is the macrocosm of the national society. This is the heartbeat of the republic. If the government that is so concerned about the people cannot be concerned about the heartbeat of the country, why should you be so comfortable with a regime that cares less about you? Who told you the Union Party care about you? Who told you the government wants your progress or wants to see you being a competitor? Who told you? This is the reason we've consistently challenged the regime with facts. The 75 counts that was raised by the party are counts that is based on facts. And the university students must come that day. It's a historical obligation for us. The party will be there. General Sylvester, General Odysseus will be there. Secretary General will be there. The Political will be there. Many things will be there. The student must be there.
Federal must be there.
The veteran will also be there. The students must be there.
So this is the voice of the second Assistant Secretary of the Vanguard Student Education Party. Imam Puri has been away for a very long time and was here to speak to the press as he mobilized for the April 14 March for Justice and March for Peace and for job and justice. He has been away from the media for a very long time, but he's here today to unite the mind of young comrades and young students to come out in numbers to march April 14 for jobs and justice. Is the voice of Assistant Secretary General of the Vanguard Student Education Party, Mariam Puri.
While poverty beneath us are your doorsteps.
So, connection is life.
Like I said, to intellectualize or emotional to speak to your conscience. It must move this state forward, must challenge the system. Must challenge the system. Must challenge the system and must challenge every government before the system. This is the reason our argument today is not to the CDC, but it's to the Unity Party. Because they told us they will face this country. They said they will rescue this country. They said they have a Wonsonga Baptist Deacon that has all of the sophistication to provide better leadership. And I always tell people, Congress, if this is the experience Mr. Baga said he has, and the country is proceeding against, if Baga has not had experience, why the country will move? Because this is the most experienced president we have. This is where the country is here. Like I said, I have just recent report on the performance of this country. Government has created zero job in 3 years. Mr. Baga said they created 70,000 jobs up to now. The entire propaganda marching down the Unity Party are still fighting to defend how they normal got the 70,000. IMF just provide empirical data that Baga in 3 years' time has created zero jobs. And we have another 3 years to do. If the government say it provide a job, cannot provide job on the independent institution where we can. Education sector. MCC compacts. There's no data for progress in education.
So this is the voice of Emmanuel Nyampore, the Assistant Secretary General of the Vanguard Student Education Party, who have been away from the media for a very long period of time since the transition to the Assistant Secretary General, is here to conscientize the mind of young comrades, young students, to come out in numbers, march 14, and march for jobs and just protest.
Because 55 years ago, people placed the role you have today. So what you have, the role you'll be playing on April 14 will be for the next generation. If there will be economic prosperity, the generation on our watch will say yes, on April 14, 2026, we rise like the people rise in April 14, 1979. The history will carry your names and will bear your image. This is what we want. You cannot say that and say we're too complacent, satisfied with the regime. Some of you here, statistics are proving commerce that over 90% of the students on the university campus develop also some of good graduation. The possibility to just eat on the campus is challenging. So 90% of the commerce here. This is how the regime continues to consistently just to be comforted consistently on the people of this country. And you will be the one that will send the message, the spark to the regime that yes, the stage for the government exits, the stage for the government to provide jobs. For the people.
So if you're just joining once more, I want to say welcome to Chester Holland TV, and we are here to speak with the Assistant Secretary General of the Vanguard Student Education Party, and that of Catherine Emmanuel Nyampore, who is using this medium to mobilize the young comrades and students on the April 14, march for jobs and just in protestation that will be done. Everyone will be part of the vendor community, meetings, students, everyone will be in person to endorse this ceremony.
April 14, we need the involvement of the over 28,000 university students in this process. There's a reason as we are here, the other comrades are on failure campus. The comrades will be going in your classes, giving you arguments. Like we said, we don't need to give you the argument. Your classes alone give you the argument. The environment you lay in gave you the argument. When you go home, what you see at home, the anger you see, if you are a parent, the anger you see on your children's faces. If you are a child, the anger you see on your parents' faces give you the argument. Today, there are demonstrations going on around Monrovia. The government argument is the people are on alley. But President Boyka, the entire house is on alley. But the Minister of Public Works is saying no, the president is surrounded by alley. It's not in alley, but it's surrounded by alley. So the people are on alley and you are surrounded by alley. Who has more greater problem? But the president wants to spare. It's not broken down. Why? Because the man is the president of the country. Kalano again, a diehard partisan of the Unity Party, where being the Kalano still on an art bridge or a hair bridge. Kalano halls we need a new hostelry, where all of the masses room around that place have been demolished. The government progress is only for those who can be with the Unity Party. It's not for the people that voted for them. All of the people that are impacted and benefiting directly from this regime are people that can be in the hierarchies of the Unity Party. There is a reason you want to bear on the government comrade, you want to be a hierarchy of the Unity Party. That's the only way you benefit. If you are not, you are masses, this government is no different from the two-week party government. This is an elitist regime. A regime that believes in the elitist individual, not the people. Mr. Boyka cares less about what happened to you on the university campuses. We care less. This is the British they talk about their quote-unquote renovation of the university campus. The campus is still the same. But they want you to believe in propaganda. They want you to believe that they have the sole desire, sole interest to improve the learning environment of the university space. This is the time for us to send that message. April 14 is no better day than that. Chairman Odysseus Mother will be leading the charge, Congress. It is your responsibility as a conscious student. Because tomorrow when you leave from here, you go home. I think there's one notion about the university like they always tell people, when you come here, they only requirement of the educated in this country is to pass your interest. Why you buy it, nobody got time for it. Because the poor already know they pay get you. The moment you pass here, the university entry, the poor already know that you don't go already. You don't never want to be failing. For you go test now, marry into you pass. And then they say, okay, yeah, I'm making the boy. They go in there, you know. But the moment you say you are a student at the university like you are, and you begin to gallery, and you talking, people give you key attention because they know the place you are at. This is where everybody here are already educated. The only thing is waiting for them, and their paper to be, and they will show you around. So when you come here, you have what we call a consciousness. You go to your house and tell your family to join the protest on April 14. Protest, you say, oh, protest is bad. Protest can lead to war. With challenges being also, there are not been any day in the history of this country that protest led to any form of war. No records in the history of this country has proven that Nigerians went to war because of protests. But when the regime takes office, they use this propaganda narrative to make you afraid that when you go protest, there will be war. Because they are afraid for you to expose the system. April 14 did not lead to war in this country. There's nobody for you. April 14 promised democracy in 1981 until the NSA master started to come out on your door or to the Trouble administration. Read the Brothers Commission report. The records will be posted out there. April 14 promised elections in 1981. And the two-wing party was defeated by the masses of the people. Give for Soliwe, give for West Point, give for Johnstown, give for Bishop Porter, and they never part of this country. This is the reason we want you to rally in your numbers. In your numbers, Congress. In your numbers on April 14 as Chairman Odysseus Mother lead the charge. We want that day to be a talisman of a human tsunami. Of people angry in their mass. April 14, no tell yo. Imagine what job and justice, yo. As people angry in their mass and demanding better change. You sit down in the violent camp, you put a hand between your legs and you say, brother will change this country. Because wake up from bed and pray, wasting your time. Nigeria is the only republic that change must come through popular demand from the people. You can read some of the 5 counts. I believe one of the counts will resonate with the current problem conditions. The argument is that you university students, so you should not be protesting for jobs. Who told you? Who told you university students can protest for jobs? The university students that put jobs should be given to us. Because some of the comrades that are here, some of the people that are here have maybe first degree. Some of the people that are here have vocational education, technical know-how, technical education, to do technical job. So the argument that university students will not protest for jobs because they're not grinding is a faulty argument. And this is how weak the Unity Party is. The Unity Party is very weak. They claim to have propaganda machinery, but what they have is children thoughts and talking tongues intellectual. These are intellectuals that pass around. Does not correlate with the fact. There's the reasons when we appear in the forum to have conversation with the people of this country, we give you the statistics and the data. Greater Party have followed 140,000 persons below the poverty line in this country in 3 years' time. 140,000 persons. Instead of taking Liberia for poverty, they are punishing people in poverty. The United Party records 60,000 children die every year from chronic malnutrition. 60,000 children. Every year, 60,000 children die. 4 out of every 10 pregnant women die during childbirth. If mortality is only
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BKS TV. Welcome to Voice of BKS and welcome to Voice of Tapita. And today is the 7th day of April, AD 2026. We'd like to welcome all of you to tonight's edition of the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we see a dialogue and our confrontation. We see words and our bullet. My name is Junior Payne, your regular host of the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On tonight's edition of the show, we'll be hosting veteran Mr. Don Dennis. Mr. Don Dennis is the chairman emeritus of the Delaware County Immigrant Affairs. He's also the former national president of UNICO and also the former president of the Liberian Association in Pennsylvania and USA. He's also the former senior advisor, United Liberian Association in America, ULA for short. And he's also the former chairman of membership committee for ULA. He's also the former executive director for Tapita District Development Association, TADA, and also the president and chairman emeritus of NEMA Youth USA and the founder of NEMA County Youth 1996 USA. You know, he got he's a mentor to so many people, including myself. So joining us here tonight on the show as we have some conversation with him will be a wonderful thing for the people of NEMA, the people of Liberia. I know he will not want to discuss politics that much, but we will push him. You know, we will push him so that he can discuss politics to the fullest here tonight. But again, Mr. Don Dennis will be our guest on the show. If you're just joining us, we ask you to please share the show with other people. Invite somebody to listen alongside you here this evening. And also, those of you joining us via radio on Voice of Tapita, Voice of BKS, we want to say good evening to all of you and welcome to the show here this evening. Mr. Aloysius Alexander Tente Jr. Is watching us from Canada. Aloysius, welcome to the show. The suspended Johnson is also Otello M. Johnson is watching us from Tottenham, Palmer County. Otello, welcome. Abraham Nyazi is also following us this evening from Ganta City, Nima County. Abraham, welcome to the show too as well. Mr. Don is in the back already. So without further ado, I will be bringing him on very shortly so that we can start the conversation here tonight on the show. Again, we want to say welcome to all of you. The CEO and the rest of the panelists will be joining us here tonight very, very shortly. But SUP, the Vanguard Student Unification Party, have announced a peaceful march under the banner March for Job and Justice. This march is selected for the 14th of this month. And they said the Boyka-led administration, they need to provide jobs for the ordinary Liberians. According to them, the figure given by the president during the State of the Nation address, those figures are not quite correct. The Liberia Electricity Corporation says it is increasing power imports and expanding access to meet rising demand. The managing director, Mohammed M. Sherry, says current capacity stands at about 94 megawatts, while demands could reach 250 megawatts this year. A lot of people need current in Liberia, but the Liberia Electricity Corporation can only offer few. They are saying they will welcome it, and they will be able to provide those services for the Liberian people too as well. And that's it. This one, the Liberian Airport Authority received some gesture, and they received some maintenance equipment on the 8th of April. They will be dedicating those equipments, and they will give the public updates about them too as well. But let me go to Mr. Dennis.
Can you
I
see
don't know
me?
what's going on here. Okay. Well, Mr. Dennis is not here. Let's await him a little bit, and also let's await the other people. Today, the country Rwanda observed Kwiguka. The president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, writes via his Facebook page, Kwiguka carries profound meaning for our nation. It is how we confront and overcome the divisions that nearly destroy us. This day empower us all. We draw on the strength of survivors who provide the real survival of humanity and feeds our nation's soul. And that's it. Today is one of the sad days in Rwanda in the history of the world. And every year on the 7th of April, it is observed nationwide. And also the African Union too also observe this day on behalf of Africa. They do it every year at the headquarters of the AU in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. Mr. Dennis is already here. Good evening, Mr. Dennis. How are you doing this evening?
Good evening. How are you?
Wow.
Can you hear me? Are you hearing me?
Mr. Dennis, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm
Can you hear
trying.
me?
It's been difficult. I don't know what is going on. I'm not hearing you. If you are hearing me, I'm not hearing you. Well, Mr. G. Sylvester Nuna Sr. is watching us this evening from Minnesota. He says G. Sylvester Nuna, the SG Board of Directors, UNICO, watching from Minnesota, Minneapolis. Mr. Nuna, welcome to the show here this evening. Still on updates, Mr. Dennis is trying to join us here. He's trying his very best to join the conversation here tonight. Let's see if he's much better now, so we can bring him on as we kickstart the conversation here. I think he's okay now.
Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you? Good evening, and how are you?
Wow.
Good
Okay.
evening. Good evening, and how are you?
I'm not hearing you. I don't know what is going on. I am not hearing you. It's been very difficult.
Wow. Let me see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me
Wow.
now?
These are records, these are reports that they cannot counter. Because we don't come here to speculate, we present the facts as it is. The only sources of the United Party government is today Mr. Bwana is building condominiums that he condemned yesterday. It's today President Bwana robbed a series of fleets of cars while we continue to suffer. If you have some of your comments or fellow campus, ask them what they use every day to commute.
Can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Why should you be so confused?
Can you hear me now? You are muted. You are muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, for me, I'm getting you, Mr. Dennis.
Okay, I don't know why.
Shall we take good evening?
Yeah, good evening, Junior.
Gino, you hearing me?
Junior is facing some problem. He's facing some technical problem. I think that's why.
Yeah, because I think he wasn't getting me earlier.
Yeah. Well,
Serity, are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you very clear, Gian.
And I'm hearing him as well.
Yeah.
Damn.
Go and come back, Junior.
Yeah, I'm hearing you as well, Gio.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know what is really happening here tonight. Gosh. Serity, you hearing me now, Chief?
I'm hearing you, Junior. Keep
I'm
hearing
hearing
you.
you too. I'm hearing you as well.
Man.
Let me call you. CEO, take on.
Yeah, but when madam doing something in the kitchen, yeah, give me 5 minutes. 2 minutes, I'll be on there shortly. Just 2 minutes. Yeah, the woman in the kitchen and she blending stuff. Just 2 minutes, Mr. Dennis. I'll join you guys shortly. 2 minutes.
All right.
Mr. Serity, what's up, man? How you doing? Serity, you're muted. You're muted. Let's see here. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm okay, right?
All right. So yeah, I'm you're okay. I'm on now. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Oh man. The thing I think we got to relaunch it. I don't know how Gian did the whole thing. Yeah. So let me see. I think we might have to don't close it out. Let's see.
Damn.
No. That's not good. Okay.
Jim?
Yeah.
I think they're going.
So, but John, why you there today? So you can hear me? You can hear me. Everything can hear me, right? What is this? Let's see. We apologize for the technical difficulties. You know, we the old school people, the technology thing sometimes it can go some kind of way here. Junior, you want to where the video you have? Let me see.
But Gian, not even getting you.
Let me call him directly.
But I mean, Gian is not getting us, Mr.
But you can hear me, right?
I can hear you. Mr. Dennis can get us very clear.
Okay, let me check and see what it looks like. What our layout look like on Facebook then.
Yeah.
Check your Facebook and see what it looks like. Okay, let me check and see what it looks like. What our layout look like on Facebook then. But I don't know why you're looking at it though. Check your Facebook and see what it looks like. Yeah. To our audience, we want to apologize for the technical difficulties there. We don't run into this quite often, but for some reason tonight, you get it. For some reason tonight, we are having some issues. Let's see here. I don't know how he did the layout. So that's complicated. But anyway, Sewate,
Yeah, CEO, I think we can bring the guests on.
yeah, I think it look good in the back. I'm looking at the the Facebook feed. It looks good.
Yeah, I mean, it just probably he's facing some problem. I mean, that's
Mr. Dennis, you can hear us, Prezo?
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you
yeah,
now.
yeah.
We can hear you now. Welcome to BKS TV. We apologize for the inconvenience there. You know, technology sometimes behave like this, right?
Oh, yeah.
The day you expect it to act right, that's
You're
when
going
it
off too. I don't know why.
yeah. So, but yeah, so man. So again, welcome to the TV, BKS TV. To all our followers, we want to say welcome. We apologize for the inconvenience here. Technology sometimes can be finicky like that. We apologize, but we are trying to host our guests. Tonight we are hosting the former president of Unico, Mr. Don K. Dennis.
Kept sending me out.
Yeah, I don't know why he keeps doing that. So he's going to be our host, our guest here tonight. We'll be
For some reason, it kept kicking me out.
That's okay, but you can hear us, right? You are with us live.
So you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
We are hearing you.
Yeah, it kept kicking me out. I don't know for what. For some reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same technology thing we talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
But if you can hear me, we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead with the show. Just confirm if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. I think Gion is back.
Yeah, no, Gian, they didn't run that. So was. But again, we want to say thanks to all of you. We'll be hosting Mr. Dennis tonight. We'll be discussing everything from Unico to our beloved Nima County to Liberia to everything. So it's going to be a good show, especially with the fact that we got Unico election coming up. Mr. Dennis will be talking. Yeah, he will be talking. I saw a post from one of my friends. He posted his candidate, and I saw Mr. Dennis comment on the man post. He said, "Don't waste your time. This man is not going anywhere. We will defeat him." So I said, "Wow, the Unico thing is getting very serious."
But CEO, you need to ask the president emeritus now whether that was a post. What that?
Oh,
what
but man, he will speak to him.
You know, this the man smart.
I think
He will speak to him.
I think I will speak to that. Because
But Mr.
people are
Dennis-
watching and everyone tuning in to watch to listen. So whatever you're saying there is yet to be confirmed.
Okay, I will screenshot it and share it if you want me to confirm that. But you know that my big brother, if you say that I will leave it there. Welcome to the show. Usually what we do is we let our guests introduce themselves. So we'll start with you. I know you are not a stranger to this platform, but we do have people who are following that may not know you. In as much as you're popular in Nimba, but we got folks from around the country and the world that watch. So if you don't mind, just 1 minute or 2 minutes there, introduce yourself briefly, and then we'll start the conversation.
Okay. Well, good evening, our studio guests and our guests watching us. I'm here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My name is Don Kapaya Dennis from the great city of Bietuo. Lived in the United States for quite a while now, and leadership-wise, I'm the immediate vice president, national president of Unico. I served for 4 years. I served as the president for the Liberian community here in Pennsylvania for 4 years. Prior to that, I served as the vice president for 4 years for Lab. I also served as Unico chapter president for Pennsylvania. I serve as the immediate chairman emeritus for the Delaware County Commission on Immigrants Affairs here in Pennsylvania. I serve as executive director emeritus for TADA. founding member, chairman / president of the Lima County Youth, a group that I established in 1996, in my teen years here in Pennsylvania. I'm also the founding member, founding father of Liberian Youth in Pennsylvania as well. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. But I'm happy to be here. Of course, you all know former national president of UNICO, and you all know my track record. But I'm here for us to just have some discussion on issues necessary, that's necessary to our county, to our country, and even here in the diaspora as well. I'm married to a beautiful Tina Olivia Marshall Kapaya Dennis with 8 beautiful children, and we all reside here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So thank you.
Yeah, before we even go further, I want to say thank you, big brother. You've been one of the staunch supporters of this platform. Not only this platform, but all NIMBA platform. I think everyone can speak to it when it comes to that. So we need more of that in our community, because if we are going to progress, we need people like you with the experience, with the knowledge and the know-how to support. People think supporting is all about financial, but just the moral support.
Yes,
you're always there. You're admiring our reporters when it comes to the league in Liberia, the county meet. You are supporting all other media platforms from NIMBA. That says a lot about you. I want to say thank you. Even when I reached out to you, it was impromptu. And still you made your way to come here, and we need more of that. So I just want to say thank you on behalf of the platform. We say thank you. So we'll go straight into it there. We'll start with UNICO here in the States. When we first came to this country 20 some years ago, UNICO was different, right? UNICO was known to be the old school, UNICO when my own late uncle, Ma'am and Zizi Wopia, it was different, but the trend started to change. And I'm not saying this because you are on the platform, but the trend started to change when you came in. And then you started to see more young people coming in. And then with what we have now with President Sam G there, and you have seen that the shift has gone from the quote unquote old school to new breed of leadership, people from all over the place. What do you think? What you guys put in place? I'll actually give the credit to you, because the regime started with you. That change started with you. And what was your vision for UNICO when you started implementing those? And how do you see it fit now? What's your take on the current makeup of UNICO as an institution?
Yeah, CEO, I want to say thank you very much. We're praises to God for guiding us in the right direction, especially when it comes to UNICO. Back in the days, like you said, when some of us came to UNICO, we wanted to get involved into UNICO politics. We were considered young folks, and the older folks felt that UNICO was their chicken air, and UNICO was the area where they could go and socialize. So that was their mindset. So me serving on the youth wing of UNICO and founding member, founding father, and president and chairman of NIMBA Youth in the United States at the time, it was considered a threat to the union, thinking that the young people were coming to take over their baby, their chicken egg. But we prepared ourselves, we the young folks at the time, we prepared ourselves by learning and following through, attending the conferences and making some suggestions, even though it was not allowed, it was not accepted by the old folks, but we still maintain our calmness. But one thing that happened is that when you are about to serve, or when you're serving your leadership, you must have vision. If you don't have vision, you lead to no outcome, a negative outcome. And so once you have a vision, and then based on your vision, you selectively choose or select your team members. Don't allow people to recommend people that you don't know. Recommend or bring people on board that you know their strengths and weaknesses, if possible, the much that you know about them.
Right.
So our success in UNICO was based on, oneness or teamwork. People knowing their job, knowing what they were elected or appointed for. And my strength in UNICO that brought about some success to UNICO was allowing people to perform assigned tasks. not encouraging overlapping of functions. So if I appointed you to serve on the committee, I allow you to shine. If I feel that you are not shining enough, I will continue to empower you to shine more. And that was one thing that succeeded us. And above all, my vision was to take UNICO to the people meaning the people of Nema County.
Right.
Was it easy? No. And we did the first trip in 2019, the first time to actually lead huge delegation to Nema County in 2019. And immediately after that, what we wanted to implement immediately after that was cut short by COVID-19.
Right. I remember that.
Yet with COVID-19, UNICO remain active in every household in Nema County, in Liberia, here in the diaspora. We visited every home, particularly where I was living in my state, every household, to feel the presence of UNICO. That UNICO is here with you. We are here with you. You know, so how some of the photos, days ahead, I will share with you. And that's what brought us to where we are. We had a vision, we had a team to implement the vision that we had, and then we make sure that whatever we say we're going to do, we didn't achieve it 100%. I think we're 85 to 90% achieved. But our motive was to bring young people on board to take the lead, so that young people can lead UNICO. And then we had an election. The young man, NG, was elected. And CEO, I can tell you, one thing that we did that I recommend to other institutions, county institutions, other group, was the policy we put in place, the policy of continuing project left or inherited projects. Because back in the days, what failed us was that if Dan Dennis was elected president and Dan Dennis wanted to build a library in Maine or in Uganda, and Dan Dennis left office based on his tenure, and the CEO becomes president of UNICO, the CEO then ignored Dan Dennis's project and introduced another project which is to build a school in Beato. So the library project died down. So we had a policy put in place, approved by the board, introduced the General Assembly, that whatever the outgoing president left on the desk must be completed before you, the incoming president, can even implement your own project or even recommend your own project.
Wow.
And that led us to where we are today. There you see CMG inherited the Women Empowerment Project. I also inherited that project from previous administration. That administration also inherited that same project, but we actually brought it to actuality. We brought it to life. We meaning my administration brought it to life.
Yeah.
So when CMG came on, even though as huge as the project was or is, he couldn't change it. He has to complete that project before, he can introduce or recommend another project to the incoming leadership. So that's one thing that led us. That's what brought us to where we are. And lastly, before I take an exit on that, recognition. Recognizing people for what they do, for the voluntary services they provide for UNICO. That's important. Why would not encourage, why would not promote us, why would not get us to where we want to get to if we continue to undermine and bob off one another? I experience it as leader, and I've been experiencing all my leadership experiences and things like that. I've had people come across me. Some people came to me and said, I took UNICO money to buy my personal land in Uganda. And they wanted to impeach me. They wanted to take me from office because I used the UNICO money. And got to know, I took my position on it, and I told them that if you don't want the land, I personally will buy the land off of UNICO because the deed is in UNICO's name. So the General Assembly said, well, the man said he bought the thing, and you're seeing the documents. But people were still in denial, and those are the individuals who are posting now at the UNICO village. And the project has now become the dream project for every Namibian in the diaspora. So all of that success came on being patient, listening more, talking less, and delivering, coming with deliverables. And that's what got us to where we are. And that's what UNICO is now. UNICO is one of the best organizations, well-established organizations now in the diaspora with money. UNICO is not broke no more. Back in the days, UNICO were hosting functions. UNICO could not even raise $5,000 And Unico's general conference budget was 5,500.
Wow.
So Unico was taking loss every convention. We had 2 conventions. We had a board convention and general convention, and that's why during Dwoki's administration we had to cut up the board convention because we're taking loss.
I remember that.
We put in 5,500 into a convention, and we're coming out with $2,000, 2,005 for board convention. And those who were attending the board conventions were citizens, were regular members, were not board members. Board members not even coming to the convention. So we see no reason why we should host board convention when board members themselves were not attending the convention. So we went to one. And now I can boast that Unico National Convention is costing not less than $10,000.
Wow.
Unico National Convention now is costing not less than $10,000. Unico now inauguration, my inauguration, we didn't have no money, but it was sponsored by my friends in the community here in Philadelphia. Because they didn't have money to fund it. I think my inauguration, my inaugural ball, budget was like I think $6,500 or $6,000. We couldn't come up with it, so my friends were able to provide drinks. My friends were able to contribute towards hall. My friends were able to contribute towards the decoration. And that's how we did. Everybody chipped in and we covered the cost. And from there we bounced back. But now, as we speak now, Unico inaugural ball is costing like $13,000. Unico inauguration ball now.
Wow.
So Unico now is well established, and I'm proud to say that.
Yeah.
So I want to pause on that.
Yeah, it's well established. It's because of the leadership, the people that came before, the folks who are, doing things they are doing now. Like you said, they had to inherit it from people. And if those mechanisms were not put in place, like you guys did, I don't think they would be where we are today. Yeah, but before we get up the topic, see what is going to ask is on a question. Before we go to him, though, you remember back in the days, the communication medium used to be listserv.
Oh yeah. yeah. The listserv, yeah.
So compare listserv with the WhatsApp group chat now. I know listserv back in the day, the people that used to fire. People used to see all the educated, Nehemiahs in that place. It used to be very serious, and I admire it. I used to enjoy it. How would you compare that to the Unico? I said Unico national platform, the WhatsApp group,
the Palabra Hut.
The Palabra Hut, yeah.
So the Palabra Hut was created by us. It turned over to them immediately after they discontinued the listserv.
Okay.
But here are the disadvantages, though. You see, with the listserv, people were writing with supporting facts attached.
Exactly. Yeah, real writing.
So, real writing, detailed writing with facts, with research. They give it to you, they say down there is corrupt. Then they will put my picture there, they will put the attachment there, what there and everything. They will put it attached. The file is there, they attach. But what is happening now with the Palabra Hut is that the Palabra Hut is easy access.
Yeah.
So you can be in your office, you can be whatever you're working, and you can go and write 1 or 2 lines there. You see that? And then it has some other technical thing that apply to it that most of our older folks don't know how to use it.
Right.
You see? So it's easy access, and then it's phone raisable. People can see the actual phone being raised. Easy. I can give you $1 right now in 2 seconds. My name appear in it, but it was chaotic then. It was not doable then with the listserv. But the listserv communication was details.
Yeah.
Was detailed information was given to you. You will read the detail. They will give it to you in 5, 6, 7, 8 different 10 paragraphs.
Yeah.
It was
and I that's one thing I miss about the listserv. Like I said, if you really want to know the amount of educated Nehemiahs in this country, the listserv provided that. I mean, the people used to. So when I look at the Palabra Hut, they may be there, right? The older folks may be there. The folks who used to, push back in the day, but I don't think they are participating more like they used to do back in the days.
They are not, because back in the days they were not even cell phone. You know that, and other people know. There were no smartphone now, people going around. So the older people who were our PhD holder and the older folks then, now they don't know how to work the phone.
Oh, okay.
You see, they don't know how to work that phone. Even there are some people now when they're doing the Zoom meeting or they're doing the WhatsApp call and thing, they have to include the number for them to call in.
Oh, okay.
So they don't know how to do it. And then back in the day, the people were actually using the actual laptop
Yeah.
Well, laptop said desktop.
It was desktop, but the way back the computer, the one that got a
Way
beep.
back.
Yeah, the beep behind.
So that what they had, they were home, they come from work, they sit down there. And you should see that most of the community, come like after work hour, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. From there all the way to 2, 3 a.m. They on that computer there.
Yeah. Thank you. I missed that.
Yeah.
I missed that. So on the Unico topic, I will pause there for now and go to CLT so he can ask his question. Again, thanks to everyone for watching. You guys are watching BKS TV. As we always come on here, 8 p.m. Liberia time, 4 p.m. the U.S. Eastern time. We are hosting the former president of Unico, Mr. Don Kapaya Dennis tonight. And we are having some interesting conversation for those of you who hear the word or the name Unico and you really don't have more details about it. We'll have someone here that has a lot of details, a lot of information that is educating all of us here tonight. So again, welcome to the show. Say thanks for following. Sewete, over to you.
Thank you, CEO, and good evening to Mr. Dennis. Prezo.
Good evening, Secretary. Good evening, Secretary. How are you?
Not bad. Well, thank you very much. I mean, I think if you are looking for a job now, your resume alone will qualify you.
Thank you, Secretary. Thank you.
Yeah, so that is inspiring with the record you have to your credit, in leadership. So for me, you being an ex-president, CEO, before we get into other conversation, I don't know how many minutes Mr. Dennis got with us because he's in car. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
No. It's that particular time, I think the CEO spoke to me. I think I have some time with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Even when I'm not working, I usually follow you anyway.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you for your support. Like the CEO said, I mean, every time you made your business to be here, it's all about NIMBA. And, you as a president married to the ex-president, when we are going to these kind of program or the kind of NIMBA occasion, sometimes people are listening because this program now is being aired on like two community radio stations now in NIMBA. So most time, like you said, you are connected. The Unico now is being connected to our people back home. Before we get to the other meat of the conversation, I just wanted you to drill us a little bit, the meaning of Unico, how it came about. Because right now people want to understand why it is. People just, follow Unico. Like you lay out some of the success stories, some of the bad leaders, name them, of previous, so that we can know. Yeah, I think, so that people will have a fair idea as to what Unico is, what's the benefit of joining Unico, then we can go from there. Yeah.
Thank you. And some of the information I will be sharing, I stand to be corrected or to add on.
Sure.
Unico is an organization established by NIMA students in 1978. By group of NIMA students, young NIMA students who were opportune to come to this great country. And then they became one another's keeper. And from one thing to another, they decided to group themselves to be able to receive others who were coming after them. So 1978, 1979. And the first president, not elected president, but the first president, the president who was interim, acting so that they could lead them to election, was the late Honorable Dwaka Mongu. So he served from 1978 to 79 before they had the first election. And the first election was here, and the first elected president is the Honorable George Duo, who once served as the Dean of Science at the Nima University in San Nicolas, Nima County. He was the first elected president. So then you went down to Mr. Jim Say, Mr. Sam Gonsa, Mr. Sam Noir, Mr. Honorable Yasuo White Dollier, the Honorable Ines Yomi, served as president. The late Honorable Representative Johnson Weklo served as national president as well. Then it went down to May Yuan. You have to go to Key, Nor Kido, who was the first female president, elected president, Don Quixote. Then you have to go to people May Yuan, the president. You have Anthony Conant. Then from Anthony Conant, you have Andrew, uh, the late
Man,
honorable.
whoop,
Are you
whoop,
listening? You got the name
whoop,
Maman Whoopier.
whoop, yeah, man,
And
whoop,
then
yeah.
after Maman Whoopier, you got Andrew Wongan. After Andrew Wongan, you got MSG1. But those were the chaotic years. And I know my beginning, the CEO knows what I'm talking about, chaotic year in Unico between Maman Whoopier, Andrew Wongan, and
Yeah.
Mohamed Keita.
Yes.
And
I
then we
remember.
successfully transitioned with a general election that brought in Martin Dollier. And I served, at that time, I served as the national campaign manager that brought Martin Dollier to office for Martin Dollier. I was the campaign manager for Martin Dollier. Then after Martin Dollier, 4 years serving, we brought in, we elected Nyan Dwoki. And I also served as a campaign strategist for Nyan Dwoki. That was the election that was held in Maryland, the most attended election ever in the history of UNICO. Then I succeeded from Dwoki, Don Dennis, succeeded from Dwoki. Then after me now, we have MG. And then there will be a general election to be held in May 2026 in Des Moines, Iowa. So that's the trend. That's the past here. So 1979, I mean, the one key thing about UNICO, with all the chaos we have in between, from 1979, 1978, 79 up to now, UNICO had never missed a convention.
Wow.
Never. We always had convention, even though it was interrupted in 2019, but we still held UNICO convention on Zoom, virtually. You see what I'm saying? So UNICO have that kind of that record, and the term is 2 years per term. So you go 2 year, 2 year, 2 year, 4. You can't go beyond that. You see that? So, and I like to give this credit to a lady called Sonia Dizan. Sonia Dizan was the first elected bull or spokesperson at the time. They called spokesperson. She was the first spokesperson for UNICO, female for UNICO. I think first ever. That they know other spokesperson, a female board chair or chairperson in UNICO except from Sonia Dizan. So I like to recognize her effort at the time. And during her days, were the days where all the older folks were actually here. When you talk about educated Nemayan, well-informed Nemayan, competing against her, and she won the election. So, one lady. So I let her recognize her all the time whenever I see her at a UNICO gathering. So, I hope that addressed your question a little bit. So that's the little background there with UNICO. And UNICO was established in Atlanta, Georgia. So the birth state of UNICO is Atlanta, Georgia. That's the headquarters of UNICO. So the president can reside in every state, but when it comes to actuality, UNICO birthplace is Atlanta, Georgia.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prezo.
And I also left this old man out. I don't want to do that, even though he's late, but that's recognizing Marcus Don.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus Don was the first board chair or first guest speaker that they called at the time. You see? So those are so Nima County is UNICO back in the day was then like a stepping stone for our big brothers. Most of the people that I just named, the top that I just named there, when you look at their record, they all transition from UNICO. The only experience they have was UNICO leadership.
Mm-hmm.
They all transition from there all the way to the government, national government in Liberia.
Right.
So if you look at Yasuo White Dollier, he left from here, became minister. You look at Johnson Workload, left from there, became deputy minister, and he became representative. You look at Thomas Groupie, he came from here on the board. He went and became senator. You see that? All you guys left from here and all took on position. You look at Franz Wackley, he served as UNICO Secretary General, he became superintendent.
Even Depu Zuo.
They got Depu Zuo, served as the election commission chairperson, national convention chairperson. He left from here, he went and became minister, now deputy minister. So you check all their track record. The only experience, apart from those who were actually in student politics, like Depu, Fonda, who were in student politics in Liberia prior to coming to the state, the rest of the people, the only experience they had was UNICO.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Prezo. Thank you for that enlightenment. I mean, that's why you are You are the ex-president, so when it comes to this kind of conversation, you have more, yeah,
Yeah.
you got more insight on it because, like I said, this platform is being relayed on most of the community radio stations. So the people in
Okay.
BA2 listening to you right now,
Oh,
so at
that's
least,
great.
yeah,
That's
when they
great.
are speaking to you, when you are speaking, at least they will want to know what we are here for. So what I wanted to understand again was once we want to join Unico, what are the criteria, for joining Unico? What's the benefit and the connection of being part of Unico?
Yeah. Well, let me look at this. Let me bring this up. Most of the time people in the diaspora look at Unico and say, what have Unico done? What have Unico done in the past? But you remember in the 80s, when at the time we had that the government, the Dole regime at the time in the 80s, when they had gates upon gates in before pirates entering Nima, the removal of these gates were based on the force, the pressure applied by Unico. The Unico was then considered a pressure group. Unico was not a 401 or a 501c3 organization at the time. Unico was then a pressure group that when they speak to BBC.
Oh wow.
Yeah, oh yeah, Unico direct link to BBC. So the issues in Nima at the time there during the administration were actually softening based on the pressure applied by Unico. And most of the time, mostly under the leadership of the late May his soul rest in peace, Johnson Wesley, one person where when we were growing up, we heard a lot on BBC. Pressuring the president of Liberia to remove the gates or reduce the number of gates for Nima or within Nima County. That's one of the benefit for our people at the time. Now, Unico also provided the opportunity for a lot of Nibalians ahead of us to come to America. Even up to recent, it provided the opportunity for a lot of Nibalians to come here who are now citizens and now bringing their family here in the state. That's one of the benefits of Unico. Unico now is the position where grieving, when you're grieving, the members are grieving, you're a member in your chapter. That's why we encourage people to identify with their chapter. That's why Unico is a chapter base. The national Unico don't solve all the issues. People that actually go through the pressure are the chapter leaders. Because they actually meet the needs of their members whenever they are in crisis. So Unico is a chapter-based, national is a chapter-based organization. So that's why the national leadership will try to always encourage people to be a member of the union, of their chapter in order to come to the national. Now, if you are a member of your chapter, and your chapter is also required to be a member of the national, and that has a fee as a $250 due that you pay every year. So imagine if you're in a chapter where you have about 300, 400 people, and the people tell you to bring $250 US to be a member. All right. So if we are a chapter of Unico National, when you are undertaking a project, the national is obligated to funding your programs, and that can happen based on the leadership, right? So most of the time, people say, "But my chapter is a member," but certain thing we didn't see the president of the national. Probably because the national, they didn't see the president at the national level. But you see, I want to say what I want to answer your question there.
Oh yeah. You are.
Those are some of the benefits here. And you can also provide a scholarship to Nibalians at the university there. Okay. When I was president, when there were crises with the Niba students in Morocco, when the government of Liberia were not coming through with regular stipends, Unico was the only county organization that actually stepped in and took care of the Niba students. And we even went as far as extending helping hand to the students from Bon County in Morocco. So we did that. And when there's crisis in Nimba, Unico is involved greatly. They contribute. I'm not speaking about even the county meet. They counted me every year. When I was president, I came with a team every year. And when the year that I'm there, we always got a trophy. Because it's all about mobilizing the players and the team. So the police will call me, or the Nimba people wish doctor from America now come, in so clinic. So those are some of the benefits. But Unico due is $100 a year. So if you are married and your spouse is not from NIMBA, they pay $50. If you and your spouse both from NIMBA, you pay $100 a piece. So Unico you to do is $100. You see? So Unico being a pressure size a 501c3 organization, we benefit both ways. So if you have a problem, or you have a job and you have a situation on the job or something happened, Unico can always write on your behalf. I wrote several letters on behalf of Nibalians. It's not national president. It could be a recommendation. It could be for visa purpose, for any kind of purpose. We wrote that once you are a member of Unico. So those are some of the benefits of being a member of Unico. And above all, is the NIMBA oneness that supersedes everything. The NIMBA County oneness, the spirit of love we have, that constructive jealousy that is within the Bayans, both home and abroad. And that's why holding us together in Unico. Do we all agree on issues at the same time? No. Do we disagree? Yes. By the end, what happened?
So DK show up.
The pressure going up.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Let me
Okay, I'm back. I hope DK was not the one who prompted.
That's exactly what happened. DK came and then he kicked you off. That's what he does.
Okay.
So thank you.
We'll see you one.
DK pressure threatening you.
I see right now. Thank you so much. That's very informative. It's very informative. Again, that's why I always give you a hard time, because we learn a lot from you. NIMBA stands, in a different league by itself, and that's what makes us unique. Unico, and I may sound biased here, but I think Unico, next to EULA, is probably, I would say, the only Liberian organization that is very vibrant here in the U.S. And I stand to be correct.
But CEO, I think it's in reverse.
Okay.
Unico is the most established organization right now.
Then EULA,
for the last couple of years now, even EULA, I serve as senior advisor to EULA national president, one of the national presidents before EULA. EULA now is imitating Unico operation. Yeah. Now EULA is talking about putting a structure down in Liberia when Unico almost finishing their structure. That worth over $300,000 now, because we estimated $250,000. But the children that came from behind or not, that money going to $300 some more now on that project, based on the modification being done. Yeah. We are the most well organized, structured, vision oriented organization now in the diaspora. I mean, I stand corrected, but the correction will not work.
And if it's coming from you, someone who's really involved with it, I mean, I can't question that. Yeah. So DK, my man, over to you. We are discussing our organization, Unico. Before we move on to the next topic, we have our honorable here, Mr. Don Dennis, the man as always. He said, I'm in Beertour, but I'm not in Beertour.
I'm outside of Beertour, but Beertour is in me.
It's in me. There you go. So he's enlightening us here tonight. So we are on Unico. If you have questions, I know you will have questions. So I'll get the maintain camera off. All right. So thank you so much again, Mr. Dennis. We are learning a lot from you, Unico.
Okay, thank you.
Before we switch gear from Unico to Liberia and to NIMBA and all that stuff, what do you foresee the upcoming election? What would be your message to people, every one of us, including myself and everyone that will be, because I think this will be my first time voting, my first time attending Unico convention. CLWT is first time for those who are voting.
Wow.
Yeah. So what would be your message to us and those that want to get in, but have been some hesitancy as far as things that I explained earlier? What would be a message to everyone, young people, come on board? Unico is not old school as you would think.
No more. Yeah, my take is that, for me, being the former president of Unico, here is my approach. My approach now is that I'm encouraging all former leaders to apply neutrality, to listen to all the candidates. I'm addressing myself first. Because what happens is that as former leaders, if you tend to allow yourself to be tinted when it's time to make decisions to save the union, you will not be respected by the young people or the vast majority.
Right.
Now, unique election is every 2 years, it will come and go, right? But the union stands. The unique union is what we're all fighting for. That integrity, that's what we have. So my advice to all those, if I tell you that none of the candidates that seeking election, they are never called me, then I'll be lying to you. Almost every candidate, I mean the presidency, the VP, they all reached out to me, and my message has been consistent. That I am the former president of the union. I'm the big brother, I'm the uncle, I'm a nephew, I'm a father to the participants. I want to try my best to maintain neutrality. I want to be speaking at a convention where everyone will listen instead of people name calling me. I want to be at a convention where I will be a consultant when something is not going the way it's supposed to go. To the general populace, this is what I'm going to say. This election is critical to the advancement, to the productivity of UNICO the next 2 years. So UNICO's had key project. They'll be launching other projects. They'll be dedicating this current project probably under the next administration. I want all citizens and members of UNICO to give listening ears to all candidates. Listen to them. Get the platform. Ask questions. Let us take away the tribal differences. This election should not be based on Mandingo, Pele, Man on Crown, Gil. It should be electing the next leader of UNICO that will continue the legacy, probably build more, or give more access to members of the union. That's my advice. For the young people that are coming, when a young man come and ask you, or the young man says something on the UNICO platform or at a convention that you know that you've been around UNICO for years, your first reaction should not be exchange of insults or rings of insult, but to take them back and give them reason why UNICO is dear to all of us. That's the mistake we make at times. Oh, you know how long I've been in UNICO? Yes, I know how long you've been in UNICO for 30 years, 40 years. I understand. Your interpretation of UNICO at the time is different from UNICO we see now. So we want for everyone to be patient when they are asked questions as to what they know about UNICO, what their contribution to UNICO. But this election coming is very important to the union. And we want everyone to stay focused and elect people who will lead the union in the right direction. So that is my opening statement towards that. If there's any question, follow-up question, I stand to answer it.
Yeah,
that's where we are.
That my statement I made earlier today, I take it back. I was just joking when I said you made that Facebook page because
I know.
But we really need that though. Not only people that are coming to UNICO for the first time, but people that are also there because they have to give us reason to belong, right? NIMBA is for all of us. We're all from NIMBA, regardless of how long you've been UNICO. UNICO is for every one of us. So some of us, my uncles, like I said, Meme Wopia and
ZZ.
ZZ Wopia, all those guys were the founders of UNICO. So we all have to play our part. But DK, we are about to switch to a different topic here. So we want to give you a chance to see if you have questions for our president, our former president. We can hear you. You sound like
far from the mic.
Someone on the water. Take that Bluetooth off.
Could I hear you, sir?
I'm not.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Okay, then I mean. Okay. So I said because I have interest in the pending elections, I would not be asking the former president to pull in a tech corner. But my only question would be, Mr. President, I see you visiting booth and BA2 and District 6 all the time.
No, don't rush with it. Don't rush, my man. We are on UNICO. If you get questions for UNICO, okay, then leave it. All right, then we'll hold it there. You get questions for that, then leave it alone. You scared of campaign? You got pull your wire.
Pull my leg. I'll see him.
Yeah, but anyway, it sounds like DK doesn't have question about Unico. I missed one name there, Robert Wonler, my late uncle Robert Wonler. They were part of Unico when Unico was started here. But overall, it's been great. Again, to our followers, I want to say thank you for following. You guys are following BKS TV. This is an online platform. Our show is being relayed in Butu and Tapeta, where Mr. Dennis is from. We come on here every night at 8 p.m. Liberian time and then 4 p.m. Eastern time. We want to say thanks to all of you. It's because of you that we are here today. So we want to extend our greetings and thanks and appreciation to all of you. To all those who are interested in the Unico election, it's going to be held in Iowa, May 13th, right?
May 23rd to the 25th.
Okay, May 23rd to the 25th. We look forward to seeing all of you there. I will be there by the grace of God. I will be there, and I'll be supporting my Peking. So we'll go from there. So now on to let's go to Nimba County, where our heart is. You know, all of us, you know, our Nimba business. You don't play with our Nimba business. That's why Mr. Dennis is always spending all your money. Even the Nimba, the Nimba team, the county meeting in Philly, where with my boy Willie and Leon Duper and Bometa, all the guys, you are always in there. When I see you with the trophy, I say, yeah, the big brother is someone who really loves Nimba and is passionate about Nimba. So overall, let's move to Nimba. What's your overall take on Nimba County, the way things are going now? Let's start with District 6 first. You are part of I think the board member that helped establish the Tapeta Vocational Institute, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's the status on that now? What's your take on it? What do you think is going to benefit the people there? What's the whole end goal for that?
I think those of you following the appointment, the president, the Excellency Joseph Jumon Boakai, just appointed the president of the Technical College, Technical Institute, Dr. Gono. She's now the president of the Tapeta Vocational Institute.
Mm-hmm.
You have our own brother and friend, Benisa Stretter, as the vice president for administration. And then there's another individual who is also appointed are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you clear. Yeah, loud and clear.
As the vice president for as that instructional.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, as we speak, a building is being identified in Tapeta, being renovated, and courses will start as soon as possible. It should have started in March.
Mm-hmm.
Not too sure, but pretty soon, people will. The student will start. They will start the enrollment process there at that vocational institute. And that all credit goes to our current representative. Mm-hmm. He worked very hard to make sure that comes to pass, because that's something that our people, our parents, meaning our forefathers from the district, being advocating for, being craving for,
mm-hmm.
that there can be a higher institution in the country, in the county, in the district. I better to be specific, because it is difficult for the farmers, for our people back in the days, to be able to transport the children and keep them in school in Sannicollet, knowing the hardship in Sannicollet. And that's why you see that most of our brothers and sisters were not able to continue their high school education in Sannicollet, and they dropped out of school and they came back to the villages to start teaching from 6th grade, 7th grade. They became teachers in most of our villages because they were not able to sustain themselves there. So now the message of the Honorable was that instead of our students going to Sannicollet, they can start something in Tapeta, like a vocational school in Tapeta, and they can transition to Sannicollet or even come to Ganta or Monrovia. So when that bill was introduced, I was in the know. Mm-hmm. And when it was approved, the representative then took it back and brought it back to us, we the citizens in the diaspora. And God could have it, I was one of those involved.
Right.
And knowing I have interest in education, I don't know what you do, because I feel that education is the key, and we all know that the success of the future of every individual, every country. So we took it, we ran with it. We were able to go through the vetting process.
Mhm.
And those names came up, and they were approved by us, submitted, and then appointed. So today we see the benefits of it. Now, one thing that my kind of politics is this: CEO, I don't have to like you to support your policy. If your
Right.
policy is in the interest of the vast majority of the people, that's the mistake we make.
Mhm.
I may not support you. I may not vote for you. You may not be my best friend. We may not be on the same political party. But guess what? If you introduce something that I believe and the people of the district or the county or whatever will benefit from it, you have it. You have my
Right.
support.
Right.
And it's not you. You don't even need it. Your kids don't need it. So why should I personalize that and let go with something that will benefit the vast majority of our people? So yes, we did that. Supported the honorable, who's before I supported. He's one of my favorite candidates, favorite rep in the house. And I supported the idea. And then now we see that it's coming to actuality. The buildings is there. They are recruiting now. They are on the recruiting process now, recruiting professors and students. So that's where they are. So it's true that yet soon to be, you will have a technical
The college.
college in Tapeta.
Yeah. Thank you. We had what's his name? Dr. Kman. Yeah, Dr. Kman was on here the last time, and he
Okay.
spoke about that as
Okay.
well. Before we go to COT,
And then before we go back, the president also appointed our brother and friend, the Honorable Cyril Lawley. You know,
okay.
Mr. Lawley, who
Yeah.
lived in Georgia for a very long time, who was also a full member, I think the first Secretary General for UNICO.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So now he's the board chair for the technical institution now, Tapeta District. And he's already in Tapeta now as we speak.
So they are using a separate building for now to start the operation, and then later they'll start the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the budget being approved also, so they are in the process right now.
Yeah.
Then
So what's
purchasing-
your relationship with the current rep there, the current lawmaker, as far as policy goes, other than the institution, as far as policy, as far as the performance over the past, I would say, 10 years or so?
You know what? You see, leadership is the process of learning.
Right.
The first term was not as great as this term now that he's in,
Mm-hmm.
because he's now experienced. He has the experience, vast experience.
Right.
He's consulting more. He's delivering. We can see the deliverables across the district.
Mm-hmm.
So I am with him. I communicate with him regularly when I'm in Liberia. I consult with him. So like I said in my statement, he's one of my favorite. And plus, he's the representative for my district. We disagree, but we agree
Gotcha.
most of the time.
You
And
know,
that's where we are.
that's what most people don't get, right? So because you
Yeah.
disagree with someone on policy, it means you should disagree with them. When it comes to development, when it comes to things that will benefit your people, I think that's selfish style of politicking. I think that's
Yeah.
not good, because who will suffer? The people. You are not
The people.
suffering, but the people. So
The
So, I know DK wanted to ask a question about, you say you've been seeing beautiful, back and forth there. There's this rumor around that you have interest in the area there as far as District 6 goes. Do you foresee yourself, because the leadership experience, the background, when you lay it out, is massive, it's immense. You have it, no question. And that's something that if you go to any radio station or any platform, anyone, I think this question will be a fair question for anyone to ask. Do you have any intention of transferring that leadership experience to District 6 in terms of representing the people? If the call were to come and say, Mr. Dennis, we need you here.
And, as a politician, you don't reject calls, right?
No.
So you take the calls,
Mhm.
and then you consult.
Mm-hmm.
So if the calls come, I will take it, and then I will consult. And the need be, serving the people. The one thing we do, the mistake that we made from the diaspora, CEO and others here, is some of us lack consultation.
Mm-hmm.
Because few individuals gather themselves somewhere and they say, that you will want, that we will want. That does not mean that you are likable, that you are electable, that you are votable, that you are the majority.
Right.
Focus. What they are saying to you is that get on the ground, do your assessment, see if you fit or not. Most of the time, people tend not to do that. People say because somebody called my man, you ready to go, you can't yet now you're ready to go. No, that's not how it works. You do your own assessment and see as to whether it's the time for you to actually participate. On many occasions, I got these calls. Now, my going to my home, beautiful, that's my home.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Giving back to Nimba County, it's a matter of months that I do that. Especially those of us who live on the East Coast, like we compete. There are others here who give back to that county, to their people, and we sit there. And the first thing this guy would do is that there are a few of us here who came 90, 91, and things like that. So we consider ourselves now the big guys here.
Yeah.
So when something happening in Nimba County, most of the guys in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, the first person will call that down Dennis.
Right.
Oh man, now you say now, well, this is what I'm doing for my country. What are you doing? Just saying now you're making B-mod. Then so I have that kind of a constructive kind of a jealousy in
Oh
me.
yeah.
That once it's Nimba County, it must be good. And it must become the best in the state of Pennsylvania and the United States. And that's just me. So if the call comes from Nimba, the people of the district, Senator Dennis, we want to hear from you. I will visit the district and I will do a consultation. If the need be, you participate in the process. But one thing that I would not do is that I would not just take 1 or 2 person phone call and say you fit. But as we speak now, my support is to Honorable Tuan Dorwan Glucker for the job that he's doing, the number of deliverables across the district. Applaud him for that. And that's my stand on that.
Thank you. Guillaume say why Kodoka pe dogio kwa.
So you see that one thing I like about you. So you got that. That's how it is.
Yeah, thank you. You know, if you leave my one, you myself will go back. We'll have more conversation here, but we have
No, CEO, go ahead.
No, Chi, it's your time. I will turn it over to you. I want
you always asking people a question now. Yeah, you want to ask me a question?
Yeah, no, man.
I can see I've been watching you ask all the critical questions.
Yeah, so thank you, CEO. You know when you come like this in this kind of time, like the advice you get sat and monitor you very critically because the essence of forming, the reason why I asked you to lay out some of the reasons and you did it very well was most time people want to know what really are they going for the kind of process and what the impact back home. And most time I follow you even when I'm in Liberia, you come mainly with the county team, even the most recent one, the contribution the UNICO family made to the team. And that's what we need, from the leadership here. And another thing is if you look at the entire, GDP and the impact the diaspora had on our economy annually, you'll see that we got around 800 and some more million coming out of, coming outside of Liberia from the diaspora. So it's not only unique to Nima, I think it go across. And I think we in Nimba, like you said, being jealous and what have you, I think you lay out that point very well. What I also wanted to know is that right now the county, I know because your leadership go as far back, and I know you understand most of the situation in the country. But I want to ask you, with the current position of the Nima administration, what's your fair view or your fair analysis of previous administration and now with the current governance system in Nimba? Because we are speaking of Nimba now. Because the media wrote this few weeks back. I mean, a few months back, there were days holding and pulling between our leaders, and I think we have gone down a little bit. And then now we have the county administration, people calling for audits, people calling for this one. So I mean, I know UNICO is now a political group, but I know you gave some mature position or advices beyond the scene, to quiet things. Why your analysis now about the current leadership in the county?
You,
Yes,
you
because
know, one thing I must applaud some of our young journalists in Liberia for, including you guys, is that opening into what is actually happening that people can see.
Mhm.
Going there and bringing it out. You go there right now, you can't do nothing now, be it a county or national. You can't go anywhere now and do anything that people don't know about. By the time you finish doing that, you go know you on Facebook, on the news. And that's a good thing that now in the country that is going on in the country now that I really admire, even though I don't, But here what it is. Nima issue, when it comes out and people are coming out and making open statements, tell them, wait your turn. The rightful decision will be made. If you just come and make decision based on your anger or what you heard, you will silence yourself when it's time to make decisions. Because you'll be looked at as a person who is the problem maker. So now, here we are. To audit, it's not wrong. If somebody say can't audit down, then that's not wrong. When they're auditing you, they are coming to actually see your weaknesses and strengths. Because when people audit you, they come with recommendation. And you're not going to audit me and not come with recommendation. You will tell me why I did right and what I did wrong and what you want me to do next. Because they want to audit me, I say got audit because the CEO say audit down, then doesn't mean he's my enemy. No. It means you want to know more, to know what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing right and what you recommend. However, if your intent to request for an audit is biased, then it's not necessary. You got what I'm trying to say? Okay. So in the past, we have had great leaders, county administrators, great leaders. You know what was lacking? Actuality, physical, variables that people can lay eye on, touch. That's what people like. They're not speaking the big English. It's not just dressing, not just that impressiveness. It's not what people are looking for. People want to see the time. They want to see it. What you doing? This is what bringing popularity here. Because people are seeing it. So where the money been? Where all the funds been over the years that is coming now? Where the development going across the country? Where the money coming from? The money just coming, or the money was just sitting? Number two, let me say, I just go break it down. The next one, right? Networking. If you tend to look into the money being spent across Nimba County, all the money that's been spent across Nimba County is not from Nimba County funds. There are outside donors that are giving money for projects. You see what I'm saying? Networking. Be in good relationship with the national leadership, national government. It gives you a lot of things. It opens a lot of doors for you. And for me, I think that's what I see in Nimba. And lastly, our Nimba issue is Nimba issue. Stay out of it until you are asked to say something. Because if you come into it, you will feel left out at the end. So Nimba issue is Nimba issue to be discussed by the Nimba people. And that's why I don't make any comment or public statement when there are rivalry and things going on in the Nimba legislature or any kind of way. I don't say something, but I talk behind closed door. I make my phone call behind closed door, and I give my view on issues and the way I think it is that will help. And I might be grateful to God that sometimes some people listen to me, some people call us for advices, and we'll give our piece of advice, and we go in the way we are going. But Nimba is us. We make Nimba. Because we live in the diaspora for 30, 40, 50 years, doesn't mean we're not a decision being made in the county. And one thing I want to tell you, Sarah, that I want to add the question that you just asked us. What we saw before was the disconnect between the county authority in Nimba and the diaspora, like Nibayan. There was that disconnect, that gap, where people felt that we were people from diaspora or just want to take position in Nimba. No, we want to be heard. We want to be part of the process. And once upon a time, some of them were in government, in a unique administration. We wanted to even be represented on the board of NCCC at the time. Now NU, because we were contributing. The first graduating gown, set of gown at NU News was donated by was purchased by the buyers in the diaspora. That's 100% down. Then I say, quote me on this. We purchased it. In fact, we're getting late that we pay. The people went to New York and found them and carried that gun to the place there. A day or two to the graduation. We provided it because we want to be part of the process. You see? So that what I want to say, guy, that question. But that position, that NEMA issue, it all be resolved by NEMA. So what happened at the end? I will just start right there. Just see what happened at the end. What subsided up to why is it now we're going the way we're going? I'll pause right there.
Thank you. I
welcome.
know you answered the question very well. You know, that's why most time I told people when politicians are doing what they are doing up there, you be careful because you don't know when they are going to repair what have been done. They don't call you on the table. So
No, you're not there.
in essence, that's the fact. You know, before moving forward, do you affiliate with any political party in Liberia, or are you a member of any political party?
No. And here is my take though. I have extended family background from Jackson. What my grandma from where?
Is it Blue Lake?
From Jackson F. Blue Lake.
Blue Lake, yeah.
My grandmom is a Zawiye. And Zawiye and Do, they are brothers, they're two brothers.
Mhm.
So all along when I was growing up, and because a lot was established by my grand uncle, Jackson F. Do, I felt that obligation that I really want to be, if I want to join political party, I want to join LAP. I felt that like that passion, like, you know, that kind of a closeness was part of me. But I'm not a member of any political party yet in Liberia.
But do you affiliate?
I am now. They have been encouraged, I've been invited, and I've been yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So, the man. So you're not part, but you affiliate. Is it?
Yeah. Yes.
So maybe I will help you ask the question: who you affiliate with now? Which political party?
Okay, yeah, because where I'll come in.
Yeah, let me help that one. Easy one then.
All right. I will disclose that as soon as possible. But for now, I'm being consulted with. We're in the process. But you know, NEMA come first, so take that home.
All right.
Thank you.
So, and then know where lab is too. Lab. Know where lab is.
So NEMA come first.
So we'll leave it right there.
Yeah, correct.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you laughing, I know. Okay.
Yeah, so you know, when you're speaking, what I always take from you from our previous conversation is the passion every Nimbayan carry for the country will come from. Even that happening with the university, happening in every social gathering. So with what is happening in NEMA at this point, what's your take and comparing it to other counties in terms of the development trend, comparing it to other countries? How do you feel going back home, you know, comparing it? Because when we say this, we only have Monserrado, quote unquote, that is the most developed county that everyone resides and have investment and what have you. But going back home and driving from Ganta to Gray, where you got maybe paved road and going down to your home and other development now training the county. How do you feel going back home and seeing all of this development in your county?
You know, Terry, I was going to talk about that, even if you're not going to ask that question. Because, and I said it earlier, I think in my opening statement, that NEMA pride that is in all of us, that is in our blood, that constructive jealousy. When we go somewhere, we travel out of the country. It's like NEMA is just in our system. It's not just in America here. Go to Australia, you see Nimbayan. unifying themselves. Who the Canada? Seeing the Lions coming together. What we see in the diaspora is what we want to see in Nimba. Go to villages in Nimba and see buildings. I'm here to build my house in Bietuo, but I can go and sleep in Bietuo. I got current there, we got solar panel there, we got everything. Go to the villages and see what people are doing. Go to Mutuo, where the CEO is from. Look at the structure of the board put up there. Look at that structure. It's like you in Kentucky or somewhere, they're building, the format, the structure. Look, we are just blessed. And that's sometimes when I'm reading this on the Facebook and thing, and people saying that to go to Nimba, you need a passport. You know, I'm a leader. I can't say much. I just be and just smile. You see it?
Visa.
Because you need visa. Because the thing is, and then I tell people, you want to come to Nimba, when I'm president of Unico, I tell them, say, you want to come to Nimba, I'll sign your passport. And I'll give you visa to come to Nimba. Just go on a tour and see what Nimba is. And to our brothers and sisters who are in Nimba, that are living there, residing in Nimba, and have never traveled outside of Nimba, what the kind of development the children are doing in the county. When you come when you want to do something yourself. Mm-hmm. The young children that when we were there, they were nobody. They were just running around in the yard. Go now and see the structure the children put up in the villages. And then you leave from there and go to other counties. Do you believe that in other counties now they call city people sleeping in huts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you imagine people sleeping in the tax houses in the town? They say that the men live in mud houses. Go to Nimba, go in the village and see the town hall, the Palava hall, and Tina. Go see it in Nimba. It's because of that constructive jealousies that we have. Because the CEO did it. Because CIWT did something in his hometown. Because DK did it. Because this person did it. I want to do mine. So that when the CEO get to my home, they can say, go to my hometown in Bietuo. The structure my big brother put up there in Bietuo. I will call his name, my family, Eddie Dennis. Mm-hmm. The house the boy built in Bietuo. Modern house. I'm telling you, I don't know how many bathroom. You know what he did? He didn't put it on the main road to say, oh, when he got in town, you see everything hot on the road. No, he carried way in our quarter, in the back, and put it there. So that's what it is. That's what we see. So it's that constructive jealousy that is in every Nimbians. And it brings us together wherever we go, wherever we are. So I am so impressed. Imagine I left Tapeta by 10 something or 9 something. I got in Monrovia that was still there last time. I got in 3 something or 4 something.
Oh yeah.
We're doing that during the days. We need to sleep on the road.
Yeah.
I left from Bietuo. I went to Monrovia. I got there in the day. Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah. We're getting you very clear.
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah,
you hearing me?
Yeah, we're getting you.
So
I think the internet.
Hello? Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
We're hearing you.
Hello?
So let me
see you. Yeah.
You know when you're on the phone and someone
maybe
calls,
on the phone, probably you receive
the call can interrupt. Mr. Dennis, if you can hear us, we were hearing you loud and clear. You were really audible. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Dennis, you can hear us? Yeah, he can hear us. So yeah,
there's a delay. There's a delay.
This is great information. Most people hear about Unico, and they don't really know what it stands for, the vision, the mission when it was established. And I'm glad that you asked that question, CIWT, about when it was established and all those people that helped establish that institution. I think that was a good history, and myself, I didn't know a lot of information about it until he answered those questions. He gave us.
Are you guys hearing me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, very clear.
Oh, I don't think he can hear
Yeah.
also. Yeah. So the former president say you've been asking critical questions. You came now. You don't want to ask, so you should feel free to ask.
As a man, you can see the first one as a man is sticking.
Yeah. So overall, it's been great. So thanks to everyone for following in. This is BKS TV. We are here tonight with the former president of UNICO, Mr. Don Capaya Dennis, who's educating us on UNICO, the affairs of UNICO, the history of UNICO. He's also talking to us about Liberia in general. We haven't gotten to Liberia yet in general, but he talked about Nimba County and everything in between. So we're trying to get him back here. He's having some technical.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
They won't blame DK.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Oh. Maybe I said with you because he didn't want to ask that question.
Yeah. The message, one question you sticking you, so you want to ask another question again. So something in front of the camera, you want to scoot to your right a little. There you go.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you came from Beuto 9 in the morning and
I got in Monrovia daylight. I'm telling you.
Mhm.
You see?
Yeah.
So that's how it is. So the development across the county, and the good thing that happening there is that it's being done by the citizens of Nimba.
Yeah. So speaking of road,
94%.
even
Rural connectivity, yeah.
Booyah that didn't have any role, our representative has been doing extremely well lately.
So CEO, tell me now. So with that kind of thing, even if you disagree with this individual in the past or you're on different political party, you're not going to come out and tell them and say, even though I disagree with you on issues, well, I didn't vote for you or something like that, but thank you for our rule.
Oh no. He didn't say he knows that we're bringing.
That's how it is.
Yeah, so
That's how it is. Yeah.
I was telling somebody the last time I said because we went to school in Butuo in the 90s, like in the early 90s, and the road between from Butuo to Banwe and then to Blontuo. When I walked him, I went there. I never saw that road paved. This is the first time I've seen the road in such condition. I think he even entered Butuo town cell with that now. So yeah, that's kudos to him. That's huge development. We applaud him for his effort. We congratulate him. We say thanks to him. We talk all the time, and he comes on here. He talks about his role.
Yeah, I follow you guys. Yeah,
talk about development. So yeah, we are proponent of development when it comes to that. Hugely.
That's good.
Yeah, Selte, you want to ask your other question from Nimba before we go to Liberia?
Yeah, before we try to release our guests now. So
please.
I know the ex-president laid a lot of points, and that's definitely the position of Eric Nimba. The spirit that we all carry, I think we embody that all. And beyond that, I think the project he talked about 300. I think the current budget now about the project in Gantor, he said it's around 300,000. So people want to know what the project is all about. Is it a guest house? Is it a school? Is it a vocational? Because people want to know. That building is very huge. I think the first team that went there, I was there at the time. I was with the county. We were in St. Yellow Machine. I had our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that was with us. We did a groundbreaking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I led our team. So Nimbayans will want to know because it's not in Gantor, it's at the Asker or Gantor. So people want to know what are activities that will be done in that place.
So that project was actually came to birth when the former superintendent of Nimba County, Christina Dakadu, visited the diaspora, specifically when she attended the UNICO convention here. So she met with the women, appealed to them that there was a need to empower the women, the young girls in Nimba County. So they introduced what they call the Women Empowerment Program. It was from that background that the leadership at the time under Martin Dollier actually took a visit to Liberia. Then they came back. Then they were not successful. Then Jan Dwoki came, and the then city mayor of Ganta, the Honorable Doc Cooper, actually allocated, I think, 2 lots to UNICO so that they can put a structure together for the women empowerment, or to empower women, Nima young girls. So, but when I came to power, then the assessment team to Ganta, and I felt that was not an ideal location for a group like UNICO to put something down to say this is UNICO property behind somebody's backyard. What we did was we still went ahead and we probated, we surveyed and probated that lot, whatever the mayor gave at the time, just to appreciate the fact that they gave something to UNICO. So that's how the assessment team came by and said the president has not a due play for all the poor structure. So we're gonna buy a space, a land. So my recommendation was that if we're buying a land, it should be on the main road, on the main highway. So it was accepted. So we were able to purchase, I think it's about 3.5 or 4 acres of land right on that Dumapai, but from the road all the way to the end for UNICO. So it's not just for that one structure. I think that building is on either 1 lot or 1.5, I don't know whatever, because that building is huge. So the purpose of that building is to be able to provide some kind of a empowerment program. I think they had a healthcare, they have tailoring, they have all the different things that should be done there by women. But because that building is so huge, there's a possibility that other providers, other people, other non-profit organizations might like to rent other side for other things. The building has 3 wings. I think 3 wings. So I think that's the purpose of it. But the overall purpose is the Women Empowerment Center, where the young girls of Nima will be able to go to learn some form of skills, survival skills from there. And the then projected budget for that building was $250,000. But because other parts been added to it, it took it up to, and the cost of material now and labor took it up to probably more than $250,000 now. But that was the purpose of that building. The building was also, for me, my interpretation is to connect UNICO with Nima.
To Nima, yeah.
That was my number one priority. Because over the years, over the 40-some more years of UNICO existence, there's been no property, nothing that you can point to say this is for UNICO. So that was from that background that we actually wanted that structure. Then come the Women Empowerment Program to be implemented there, to be launched there. So that building had done what we actually wanted to see, a connection, to have that binding, that relationship with our people. So that's the purpose of that building. It's like a multi-purpose building, for us in the diaspora.
And that's a huge initiative.
So CEO, before we move to the last one for our guests to leave us, most time, the financial aspect is very important. And when it comes to all of these investments, what are the return that UNICO is thinking about, and why? I know you are not there now, but I know you had some answer to give with this question regarding investment in the country or in Liberia, because most time from what I see is the due payment and other benevolent contribution to the union is what keeping all UNICO. But I mean, did you craft any policy during your regime, or maybe that is on document, or that UNICO intend to do in the future, where we can have some development plan that will bring on investment, that will bring return to the union, instead of just investing where at the end of the day we'll be able to save something as an entity?
Yeah, what we discussed, what we left on paper and passed on. And again, I stand corrected, but I know we did. Our administration was the first administration to actually do that transfer of power publicly, where we brought electronics, we brought binders, we brought documents, and we turned it over to the incoming administration and said, this is what we did. you can build on it. So the records are there, and they know that. So what we did was that, and then also my administration was the first to receive, I think it's what, I'm not an accountant, but they call it 1090 or 1099 for non-profit organization. We were the
Oh.
first to do that for UNICO.
Is it a
The first-
501c3?
501c3, but we were the first to get that, to get funding, to get federal
Yeah.
funding. So we were the first to receive that that 1090 from the government to file.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Our administration was the first ever in the history of UNICO. So we got the 1090 and UNICO began filing since then. And that was a project that was undertaken during the COVID through Temple University. CEO, you know what Temple University is.
Oh, yeah.
And we also did it with the state of Pennsylvania and the county, Delaware County, with funds that came in. You see, so we filed the tax. The very first time we got our 1090, well, UNICO got that money. So we connected. That's why I talk about networking. Communicating with outside provider, because UNICO never had track record when it comes to grant writing or doing everything. So we didn't have no experience. So we partnered with other organizations. So we did joint proposal. So where we contributed our portion, the other people did the overall, I think it was 200,000. And then where we divided the money among ourselves, and we came out again with a final report together. How UNICO got the money. I think 3 different projects we work on it on partnership. So our recommendation now is that UNICO will start to put the community together to start writing small grants. Don't think too big. Get small, like we have done. UNICO did 20, we did 30. No, we did 20, 30. So we started adding up.
Yeah.
How you do it? But yesterday people come and say, UNICO should be writing grant. Because you have to write grant, be successful. I'm not a grant writer, because I've sat on the discussion and review grant for other organizations and things that apply to the group that I'm on the advisory board on. We review the grant and things like that. There are a lot of people take into consideration.
Oh, yeah.
The one thing is the track record. Have you ever operated on a grant before? You reported on time? What was your financial, what you did? You know, your record is what people turn to consider before they even give you that money. Because if I don't trust you and you don't have no track record, I'm not giving my money to give you $100,000, $200,000. No. So that's something that we established over that UNICO has now. So we want to continue with grant writing. So we have grant writers, or we can ask people to write it. Then when they write it, they can take 25%, 30%. But what can happen to a group is that when you get too greedy and you want for everything to come to you, and not in this country, other people gotta get a share. So somebody want to write a grant for $100,000. Say, okay, if I write a grant for you $100,000, when you come back, give me 25%. And you say no. So I think that's the way that we gotta be. The direction that we want to see UNICO to move on is to be writing grant, because that $100 there, people only pay that $100 actually when for election.
Election coming, yeah.
So you go there to that place there, Pastor Secretary, you go to that convention that's coming in Des Moines this year. You will see people that you have not seen in decades.
I told him, yeah.
And after the election in May, come back to the following election, to the following convention in May, in the following year, 2027, and see if you see anybody there. You count people. You count 1, 2, 3, 4. Because now election year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no election year, you count numbers. You see it? So inauguration, then we can't have good time. No election year, you will count numbers. They will not come. You can't rely on that. So the direction we want to do is so UNICO to be, in fact, register UNICO in Liberia to be an NGO or something in Liberia, where other entities, based on our experience in the diaspora, will look at our credibility and say, people there, I think we can try them. Especially that building we put up there. People can give up money in Liberia because they say, if people can put $300,000 building here, I can give them $100,000 to conduct some kind of voter education.
Very worth it,
yeah.
Yeah.
Voter registration or this training to go ahead to lead it, to spearhead it, and give you the money in Liberia. So we're going to do now, maybe the incoming government, or the incoming administration will do it. The next one we'll do is that to reinforce that request so that UNICO can be registered as a non-profit, as an NGO in Liberia. They will have some kind of income. And the next thing we said we requested for during our administration, but we didn't succeed. It was still on the table when the transition came about, was for us to be included in the distribution of the mental steel fund being disbursed to the county.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
that's important.
You heard about that. I think we brought that thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So we requested that so that we can have seat at the county sitting so that we in the diaspora will pay our own way to go and be part of the discussion. So that if that 2% say you get up, they will have, because we're leaving it right there, we're not bringing it.
Mhm.
When I was president, when we went to Tapeta, the money we raised in Tapeta, I didn't bring it to America, I left it in Tapeta. I didn't bring it and say, it's for the project in Tapeta, so you keep the money right here. So that was our recommendation.
But I think with that proposal, it will also give the organization that guarantee, because once you are registered now in the country and you did your article of incorporation, now the leadership can advocate for that, because every budget year will get like 3, 4, 5 million. Just 2-3% go to Unico. That's
go to Unico.
So
Unico invested right in
the place. It will also have to fund the place. Yeah,
you got the point I'm trying to make. So you have a building right there that you want to have program in there. How do you get funding? How do you maintain that place? So Unico, if the poor get 3%, 20%, 5%, you can use that for staffing. Or maintenance, in particular, because somebody got built to that place there all day.
That's actually, I really hope that's something that can be looked into. But thank you so much. Again, we want to say thanks to you on behalf of the platform, CLT, and I want to say thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
It has been very informative and educative at the same time. We learn a lot, and we hope that you come again as you always do. When we call upon you, you come.
Anytime.
To grow the platform. Thank you so much. So I know you just came from work. You got to get home to the family, so we'll let you go. You know what's up.
My son got a football practice, so I got to be there to pick him up, to take him to practice.
Yeah, we are done now. So give us your parting statement. We'll give you a minute or two. Talk to the people. Give us a parting statement. We'll call it a day.
Okay, can I speak in my vernacular for a few seconds too?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I let my good
follow you in Tapeta.
Follow, go ahead.
Oh, Nabanga bra, mame ka vuo, bame yatua mame, masi, krame. Krame wa put pune. Naru. Yeah. So mesale ekanima ka toto ayuwa ina pia the one a studio siawete one seka you do ina pia wa. So akanka buye. Well, to those of you who are following us in the diaspora, again, like I said earlier, if you join the midst of the program, I'm Dan Kapaya Dennis, the son of Beato City, Tapeta District.
Man, city, it is a city.
Beato City. And I want to say thank you to the two hosts. Thank you for the opportunity. I know when you chatted with me this morning, I was en route to work. And I said, you know what, I can't say no, whenever the people call upon you, few seconds, whenever your people call upon you, you should make yourself available because you don't know when you will call upon them.
Right.
So that's how life is. So I want to say thank you very much for the opportunity. And I want to leave with you guys that I like the structure of your platform. I like the way you engage people, you reach out to everyone, and you get your sources from the people themselves. And it's not by hearsay. And one thing I admire you guys for is that whenever I see something, I inbox you, say, guys, this is what I was doing, you immediately respond to it. So I tend to follow you guys and share whenever you guys are live. I always share your program. So it's been an honor for me to be here to participate in the discussion. I really had a wonderful time. I'm available anytime. Like I told you my schedule today.
Yeah, you did.
Whenever you guys are having some discussion and you have the other formal and current Kwame official on you want me to participate, just let me know, shoot me a text message, and I'll be a part of it. And I hope that our discussion being successful. Again, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. And I look forward to seeing all of you in Des Moines. And one thing, CEO, is that you guys should try to be the one to carry Unico programs.
Right.
Let the people know, submit your budget to the people. Try to host Unico debate. Why should we leave BKS and allow other platforms to hold Unico debate? It's not. I'm speaking my mind here.
Yeah.
Let's send the budget to the national and say, look, we are willing to host the Unico debate. Let people come here and tell the Nima people in Liberia, in Nima, what they're going to do for Nima. Let them be held accountable for it. And then let the people come and when they win again, everybody that will win and come and tell you what their plans are.
Right.
You see, going out of days where people just blindly elect people.
Yeah.
No more now. So I think that you guys should do that and move in that direction. So again, I don't want to talk too long, but I want to say thank you to you guys for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you so much. That's why Siawate and I are going there. So we will be part of Unico, and BKS will be there in full strength. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. You have a wonderful day, and then good evening or good night.
All right, good evening. Yeah, y'all take care, man. Siawate, I want to see you over there, man. Yeah, we look forward to see you. But where you based now?
I'm in Mass. I live Mass.
Oh, I'll be next door this weekend.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I'll get a number from Irving.
I was saying about it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a program going on. Our former queen, and there's a program. I know there's an open platform, but there's a program going on there. So we'll be there. Then Madame and I will be next door, Rhode Island.
Oh, okay. Well, I marry a daughter anyway, but we'll talk that beyond the scene.
Yeah. I make me pay Tari. Yeah.
That's why you wouldn't ask too much questions.
Siawate. The voice I hearing, that voice so close to me, oh.
You see that? But you got me pay Tari by four. You got me pay Tari also.
You're gonna make Siawate scared. I see why you say I don't want to talk today.
No, I don't come and tell you.
I know Siawate can ask all the technical questions. He said, I don't want to ask questions today, CEO, just go ahead.
Yeah, the man you're laughing. I know Siawate. I know you very well. You're laughing.
Because I'm the first guest. It will go down in record, in history. The first guest to appear Siawate. I limited question.
Yeah, Siawate father-in-law. The man I want to take one from him, so he had to go easy.
Yeah, okay. I wish you all well, man. We'll see you out there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dennis.
You're welcome. Bye.
Yeah, so Siawate, that was it, man. That was a good show. Actually, we learned a lot. He always comes here and does his thing. We had a wonderful show. I enjoyed it. Actually, one of my favorite shows.
Actually, yeah. You know, that's what we need to do. Even the current administration, we will try to. We are trying to see whether we can bring those candidates for debate. I think it's another thing too. We need to discuss that, and beyond that too, the current leadership. I mean, we also need to invite them. You know, the question I was asking is, it was not ready to show some. You know, it's actually important because people who are led this kind of organization is good to give people reason why they should join. Because most time, even in student leadership, when we're leading, when we go out, first thing we do, almost like Jehovah's Witness, because you have to make students to understand, go on various campuses to make them to understand, joining the NUSA. From NUSA, on the campus base, and then later on we elevated the UNUSA. That one, it encompasses the entire NIMA student in Liberia. So when people get to know the essence of why they are in this organization, and why they intend to benefit or why are being a benefit over the years, then of course, mind you, what he said tonight, that some of those leaders that he called, most of them like Dr. Gueglo, those were my close, old men then too, like the like of Alphonse Zouaglé, I feel that connection of being part of that organization, because such people that come from Unico, they have been very successful over the years with the kind of building too. One thing I always told people is association is very important. That's why I always been connected to my life, because why association I carry some of us. If we are not joined association, we wouldn't have learned to where we are today. But on the overall, the show was good. Like, I think it was 20, which one the county sitting that was also proposed, because the the Unico now we can see something CEO.
Yeah, it's not like before.
Yes, unlike before, because if you are coming to advocate, man, the money is for development. So if you are showing something to the people, then of course you can get return. The question I asked, I was very intentional about that because Unico now, what they need to do, like he said, once you do the article of incorporation, it's a registered and legal organization now. So with that building they got in NIMBA, they are credit worthy at that point. Because if you got over 300,000 plus investment, that's your estimate. But if you are paying tax and you got maybe somebody from real estate to appraise that building, you're talking about around $1.5 million, what you paying, and insurance, you're paying tax, real estate tax every year. You are far beyond credit worthy. So now they probably maybe the deal will they will reduce the pressure on members because $100 and that one it will also help to expand the investment portfolio of Unico. Unlike before where Unico is just about maybe paying the due after everything, it goes. So I mean the show was good and he spoke like an elder. So that's why when you spoke from the beginning and said that disclaimer, the disclaimer.
I finished disclaimer. I said, I know that thing. I never saw it.
Yeah. So the conversation was actually enlightening tonight.
Yeah, it was.
We hope to get the current leadership, people who are even being there in the past. We could even make it from now to May or Unico conversation where we'll have previous leader coming to give for the experience. Similar thing happened, I think it was today, when Gafuan went on the platform. It was different. When Clarence Jackson hosted today, it was different from previous show. It was not about politics. It was just about experience over the years, how he landed to where he is today from academic. And one thing I took from Gafuan today too was, that was the scene in connection today was sometimes like him, he didn't come out as a politician. He just used to be, and he's one of the best brains, very smart. He used to be at the back until to just, summarize. He was pushed by a colleagues, and then later on, that's how he came to the limelight because of association and being together. People push him to be. He was just there scoring a grade, but at the end of the day, so I mean, we hope to see the rest there. I don't know where our Unico member gone to. he appear and then he disappear. So yeah,
our man, yeah.
So the loom, our man contesting. So sometimes you can put in a very critical position in these kind of topics. Yeah.
So Mr. Chris, welcome to the show, man. We were about to close and you coming in. So I don't know because you saw Mr. Dennis, why you coming or
no? Each time I carry the show, we're about to leave. Jin Young and Kim at the back. He said, "Oh, we're about to leave." That's most of the time. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. That one, yeah, man. Jin, y'all set it. But what's up, man? What you been up to? We were discussing Unico. You are part of Unico, the Secretary General for the Fargo chapter. They got the election coming. We are trying to see if we can work behind the scene to be part of the debate. BKS TV wants to help with the debate. We'll work the phone. We'll talk to the leadership and see what to do. Help us invite other Unico members. We can have this from now to May because Unico is important to NIMBA country, not just Liberia or not just the US. So yeah, but what's your say on that? What's your say on Unico? And then from there we'll call it a day.
It was a good show tonight. I was following. Yeah, I was following from the start of the show. I was following, so it was a good show. The president married to. He was one of those who try to take Unico to the people. So it was a good show, and like the debate issue you talk about. Most of the time, because the same election commission who conducted the election last year is the same person this year. So most of the time they use those Liberian journalists, media in America. So for me, I agree with him. If we can use the BKS to monitor the debate, but sometimes, Unico issue is against the platform. That's why, but they have way of doing things. Sometimes they still do things 1980 ways. So you find it difficult sometimes when it comes to some of this because I'm the publicity committee chair, and I know what I'm talking about. So sometimes the weight of handling the issue is political.
Well,
And,
man, well, you have is Unico. Unico is NIMBA. You got NIMBA platform wants to help and be part of it. So I don't. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
yeah, so I would suggest that maybe we can meet the election commission because if you go to the secretary, will say direct you to
Who's the election commissioner?
Who that's board of control election, Joe Kennedy.
Oh, Joey Kennedy. Okay. I know him.
Yeah, he's the chairperson of the committee. I think we can reach out to him, but if now, if we go to the chair of the president, will say directly to to election commission. So maybe we can reach out to him. DK is very close to him, I think so. And see how best we can meet him before the term. It will be a good thing. But again, Unico on this president is very vague now. Is anybody taking over for him right now? Essentially, you're talking about because he are open Unico now to the public. And if anybody taking over on the particular president right now, it should be strong. If not,
the public in what way?
What I'm saying is Unico over 30 plus years to see tangible.
Oh, okay. So in the past,
in NIMBA, yeah, okay. In NIMBA to see tangible is under leadership. That building, of course, Dan didn't start the foundation, but to move in less than 4 years to be to that level is something that we are proud of this president. So anybody who want to take over from the president right now, you should be innovative, you should be strong. If not, we'll see your weakness. Because the level the man has stopped. Man. Yeah.
Who
so
you
you say what?
Who you voting for? Who's your candidate?
For now, I'm mute right now on the process. Yeah, because we are stakeholder now within Unico. So we will neutral when the time comes to go and catch our vote. We will catch our vote. But
so you're not publicly campaigning for anyone?
For now, that'll be mute only because everybody who contesting, they are all good sons and daughters of NIMBA.
No, and, that's not a question. Are you not, campaigning for anyone publicly?
No, I'm not going to campaign for anyone publicly. I'm not going to do it.
Including the person that you are serving with in Fargo?
He's a good person. Yeah, I told him personally. I told him that at this election I will not be able to publicly campaign for anybody because one way or other we are connected. Like the president and I are very close in North Dakota. The VP and my family and my father are first cousin. And the person she's self-honor, they're my parents in America. On the other side too, Mr. Tongo too, she's been calling me for the past few weeks, months. So these things are intertwined. And I don't want to go public right now that we deal with as an issue. We went public order today. People don't speak to some of us. And the experience we have in the past, we don't want to repeat that same experience.
But he's a politician. What can do? I can have a politician.
Yeah. Yeah, but everyone
they got DK going as VP too.
Yeah, DK is a good guy too. DK is a good intimate brother love on. He married to our sister before on. And also Nyam for that too is a good friend too. Every one of them outside are good. So the only thing that will happen is we'll go beyond the 14 day, we'll go there. Anyone God will lead us to.
You will be voting though, right?
Yeah, definitely. Because the future of Unico.
Have you made up your mind? No, you don't have to disclose it, but have you made up your mind who you will vote for?
We're still looking at our platform for the president candidate. We're still looking at our platform. We want to compare all our platforms to see who is capable to take the lead. So for now, we're still critiquing their various platform to see who is preferred to represent Unico.
Okay, so do you plan on voting one ballot down the ballot? No, for one ticket, or you plan on mixing it up to go?
No, that's why we are going to look at all the candidates, their platform, and critique the one I think is better for the young people, not just in America here, for the young people back home that will be in interest. We're going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you. Is you see what makes the Unico election critical, Chris, is because we are all family.
Yeah.
Everybody is somehow interconnected, right? So publicly campaigning can be very tough. But because we are trying to get involved with the debating, but it's hard. It's hard. I don't know how you would do it, because you got so many people all connected,
It is tough.
yeah. So you have to
Even
make.
my chapter right now, my chapter, it's a tough thing.
But you serve the chapter, the man who's contesting, you are serving with him, right? You're the man.
Yeah, very close, very close. I spoke in 2 days ago. Right, just a year and talk. Very close, very close, very close. But again, it's hard because my family are involved into the campaign activity. The woman who contesting, we are somehow related. Can't go publicly right now. That would damage my relationship with the president here, who is my own big brother here too. I can't go public to damage my relationship with my family too. It's a critical decision, but I just have to be neutral in the process and look at the process. When the time comes, we just go and vote who will vote for. But I will not be able to campaign publicly this year. No.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you are main man in the organization. So what makes a man too is your vote. Sometimes I know your vote is your vote, but you have to take a stand sometimes and say, no, this is the person that I'm voting for, and this is why I'm voting for this person. Then people will be able to follow your leadership trend. But overall, it's been great. Give us your parting comments, and then from there we'll go to share with you, and then we'll call it a night.
It's okay. Just a few things. Those guys in government doing Liberia is somehow. I hope that Charity could talk about it, but I will find a show 2 days now. He haven't talked about it.
But know about Unico though. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because in my party comment, I want to put everything inside, but again, I will not go there tonight because people's salary have been delayed. But we're talking another day because salary said they haven't owning people's salary. But today again, salary have been owed. But we're talking another day. So Unico is they are doing great team, great work. President Dante, President Doki, Eugene, all the way President Keita, all the leaders before in the past, they played their part. But this president, for me, I always call him the Paul Kagame of Unico. I call him Paul Kagame because he's very innovative. He can move. He knows how to put people together, how to talk to people, how to generate the phone for Unico. And he have a very good PD who working with me in the entire leadership. And today the records in Nimba that we can see in Nimba. And I pray and hope that the election are coming, that the people of Nimba, that Unico family speak peace, let them speak the reality, let them leave attacking personalities, let them discuss what they can do for the Nimba people, let them discuss when they take over, what they think that will improve the center that have been built or the being in Ganta that will be well funded for young people, our girls in Nimba, our sisters who go there and do 1 or 2 things for themselves. So I will encourage all the candidates that support us. It's a critical decision, the critical junction Unico, is right now. So I will encourage all the supporters that let the message be peace, let the message be unity, let the message be uniting the Nimba people, not to divide us. And let the best candidate win at the end of the day so we can improve Nimba. So thank you to everybody.
Thank you, Chief. We look forward to having you tomorrow. We're supposed to be hosting, hopefully, my cousin Henderson Merriman tomorrow, but I will confirm that. 17, your parting comment. It has been a great show. One of my favorite shows here. When we learn like this, it can be good. And it's all about Nimba County today, Unico. And we look forward to getting more involved, BKS and Unico, especially when it comes to their upcoming elections. We want to play a major part in that. But your parting comment, Sewate.
Yeah, thank you, CEO. I mean, the show was good, like you said. Nothing much to say. The President Emeritus did an excellent presentation tonight, I must admit. This evening, I must admit. And that's why, sometimes our show needs to go beyond politics, to educate people to sometimes, like what we are doing now that we usually do every time, it will not be politics. And today was very educative. You are being part of Unico and having rare history or having followed the track record of other leaders tonight or this evening. I think it was actually a good show today because we learn a lot from him, and with the progress that have been made over the years, people who funded the UNICO, the purpose, and where it's heading now, I think it's a milestone that anyone in the organization can boast of. And with the current development in the country, I think it's good. That's why I told someone the last time. Most time when we in some conversation and say Nimba is just a unique county because today you see other counties want to duplicate what Nima is doing. Like today you are going to Bassa, the guys are putting welcoming gate, and our own is quite different to admit. With all of the noise we are making Nima, with our superintendent, with our leaders, go to the county. Right now, as we speak, someone is building 300 bedrooms, 10-story in Ghana.
Yeah.
So when you look at all of these things, and our man Prince Howard can come on the show, the man say he will be the first. And when he describing the kind of materials, he's importing in the country, that should some of those hotels, those top hotels in Liberia, they don't have. You see, so if you see just a county organization, carry on this this project, we also need to open our minds to think as far beyond what we will live down as this generation for the folks to come, because that investment, and like Dennis said, they were very smart in making that decision, because if they were taking that 2 lot, 3 lots in Ganta, in the in the city of Ganta, I mean, what space will you have? But over there, people could get a wedding reception, people could have a workshop in that place, and it will also raise funds, and a lot of things will happen, and that place is special. So I think is the framework of that work is welcoming, and is a very good vision for the people of Nima. And we want to say thank you to all of them. The current status now, we hope that it will be completed, the team, and we encourage all the people who are contesting the election. They are all brothers. We should remain calm and exhibit love for each other, for the county. That's what I can say tonight. Thank you very much, CEO, for hosting us tonight, and the Secretary General of UNICO Fargo, North Dakota, and Tapeta Ambassador, former Parliament Speaker, Nima County, incoming representative. The man portfolio growing now. It has been a good show, CEO. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, CLT. Thanks to Tabitha Ambassador. Thanks to our follow-up. Mr. Dennis came and eloquently represented. Him. He did extremely well. I reached out to him really late. And he consented and came. We had a wonderful show. Even though we had technical difficulties from the start, which we apologize to our listeners and followers for that. But we were able to resolve that, and we're back here. So I want to say thanks to all of them. Thanks to everyone who's listening from Nimba County, in the U.S., all around the world, who follow our page. We say thank you to you. We are here to continue to bring information and make things a little different. We'll get involved again with the UNICO team on a higher level. Charity and I, Ambassador, DK, will try to work things behind the scenes to see how we can make that happen. But I know for a fact that for the May election, we'll try to be there in full to cover the program. But again, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll announce our guests later. Follow our page. We usually post our guests 2 to 3 hours before the show, and then from there we'll be back here again tomorrow, same time, same hour. We look forward to having another, informative and educative section again tomorrow. Thank you so much, and you guys have a good night.